A movie theater is a magical place to go see a movie on the big screen with a lot of other people that also care to see this movie. It's a very engaging time no matter what movie you're seeing, just because obviously there's going to be that one person that's either laughing or chewing on their popcorn really loudly. And you know, it's just kind of fun to be in that area. Now, not every movie is deserving of going to see it on the big screen. That's why we have streaming services, so studios can just dump movies monthly whenever they don't think it's going to be a box office success. But when you go see a movie that deserves to be on a big screen, that is cinema. Just to go enjoy a popcorn and a snack and some drinks with some friends, or maybe even just the people around you, to go witness something exciting and engaging that makes you feel happy. This is what I felt when I went to go see Star Wars The Force Awakens and Star Wars The Last Jedi. By the way, I actually don't think The Force Awakens is that bad. Going into The Last Jedi expecting the highs of The Force Awakens, but even elevated by that, and then getting what we saw was pretty disappointing years and years later. Because honestly, when I first saw The Last Jedi, I actually thought it was a good movie. I actually relatively liked the big spectacle, the colors, and the Kylo Ren not shirtless. I don't know why I wanted to say that. Edit that out. Sorry about that. Sometimes my mouth gets ahead of my brain and I just say random stuff. Anyways, as time went on, I kind of started to appreciate The Last Jedi less and less, with realizing how many plot holes there are and actually how weak of a story it is. It genuinely has nothing to it that actually makes it a really good movie whatsoever. Or that I thought. I still think the opening sequence of the movie is still pretty fun, but you know, there's nothing really anything else a part of the movie besides the Battle of Crate that I would say is like something that I had fun with on rewatches. Both The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker give me corneal abrasions in both my eyes, but you know, there's definitely something that can be said about these two movies, and where exactly did they go wrong? And for me, I think something that just from the very start, when I actually first liked it, there was one thing that got on my nerve. Yeah, this scene is awful. The Last Jedi is like the punching bag of Star Wars, honestly. Like, this movie gets more hate than The Rise of Skywalker for some reason. And I think that The Rise of Skywalker is easily a worse movie than this. But anyways, basically, after The Last Jedi came out, there was a lot of criticism. I don't think I actually even have to talk about this whatsoever, so I'm just going to skip it over and hope that you understand. Rose is easily one of the worst characters in all of Star Wars, just because of how completely unnecessary she is. They have Rey that can do basically everything else, but better, because she's a Jedi, and Rose is just like this complete side character the entire time. She doesn't really do anything in the movie. Finn and Rose's side plot is probably easily the worst Star Wars media I've ever seen. It is so boring. It's crazy how that even made it into the movie. And although that I think the actress behind Rose is actually pretty good, it's really sad to see that her entire career died as soon as this movie came out. And then she went on to go be in Raya the Last Dragon, or whatever that movie's called. I completely don't care. And that, I think, just kind of shoved it kind of down into a tombstone that I don't think she's going to be able to escape, honestly. Like, this movie got her so much hate, and I think that's completely wrong because she was just doing her job. So what makes this scene so awful? Well, I think that's pretty easy. If you watch the scene, I can't play it because Disney's gonna like go kind of hard on me with that. If you've seen the scene, it's really bad. This is like Finn's moment, and Rose comes in and it's like, I'm gonna do my own thing. I just want to start off with that. The entire idea that Rose comes in and crashes into Finn makes absolutely no sense. Finn is going in on a suicide run to go blow the thing that's going to blow everybody else up. So, you know, he's going to go stick it to the First Order. This is his moment that he's been waiting for the entirety of the franchise so far with Finn. First of all, it doesn't make sense how Rose, who already turned around, is able to not only spin all the way around, go even farther than Finn, and then crash at him at an angle. It also doesn't make sense the fact that, you know, head-on collision with another vehicle that's going the same speed as you, although going in a different direction, is probably more deadly than crashing into a wall. So I'm surprised that either of them survived, and that Finn is able to just get up and be like, Rose, you okay? And she's like,
I saved you. Tell me.
God, I hate that line. I'm going to get back into that in just a second. I want to talk about Finn first. Finn is honestly one of my favorite characters of the sequel trilogy. I think Poe is a good second, but in the third movie, as soon as he delivered,
Somehow Palpatine returned.
I think I just lost all my respect for him. But Finn has had his arc that has been set in place from the first movie. The Rise of Skywalker, again, not a good movie, corneal abrasions everywhere across my eyeballs, and basically his entire arc gets thrown out the window, which makes no sense at all, because there's still a lot more to do with him. Finn's character arc the entirety of the sequel trilogy is that he continuously fails to do everything that he wants to do. He wants to be a stormtrooper, he fails, he doesn't want to be one anymore. He tries to escape with Poe, he fails, they crash land on Jakku, and Poe almost dies. I mean, I could seriously go on for so long talking about all of the failures that he's been a part of, but specifically with The Last Jedi, he goes on this complete, utterly meaningless trip to just this random casino planet to get some money, I guess. I'm just kidding. He wants to go find this random guy so then they can break into the random Star Destroyer so then they can leave. But wouldn't you know it, Finn also fails at this. They get captured, they almost die by execution, and on all of a sudden the entire Star Wars canon just kind of breaks like it's some sort of canon event. But in a perfect world, him going right back at the First Order to kind of give this devastating blow is something that could have been honestly one of the greatest moments in the sequel trilogy. It would have completed his arc perfectly of him finally being able to do something right after his numerous fails. This would have been perfect. But then this happens. Yeah, I think you get the gist. Anyways, let's actually talk about Rose now, probably the thing that people want to hear the most about because nobody likes her. What a surprise. Starting off, I just want to say that this entire sequence is just does not make sense. I do not think that this is possible that Rose is able to turn around, talk to Finn, and then turn around again, go full speed, and then crash into him. Especially if Finn is already on the destination to go straight into it. How is Rose's entire, I forgot what it's called, the pod able to go faster than his if he's supposedly already going full speed into the thing, the big laser? Why would he be going slower than anybody else? Isn't he trying to do this as quick as possible? This is he's got a time frame for this. Why is Rose able to catch up to him? Second of all, just the fact that Rose even thinks that this is a good idea is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. I already mentioned this, but they could have easily died from this. Both of them. And then Rose has the guts to say this?
Not fighting what we hate, saving what we love.
As the big laser goes in and almost kills everybody in that bunker. Now, I'm kind of about to dunk on the writing here, so sorry about this, but I gotta say, what was the thought process behind this? Rose saves Finn because she's in love with him, but at the same time, Finn was about to go save literally everything, so you can't say that you can't fight the people that you hate and protect the people that you love, especially when the big bunker doors get blown up, and later on, Luke Skywalker dies because of Rose's actions. He would have never had to die if Rose did not save Finn. I also think that it's really stupid that she's saying that they can't fight the people that they hate. The First Order's evil. They blew up planets with Starkiller Base. They literally killed billions of different creatures across the galaxy because they wanted to exterminate the Republic. What is the thought process behind this? You can't say that you don't want to fight the people that you hate, especially when the people that you should hate are really evil. If you hate them, that's a good thing. If you like them, that's a really bad thing. These people are evil. Why would Rose save Finn, especially when he's going to go do something very heroic, complete his arc by a writing standpoint, but at the same time, why would they bait the audience into thinking that he's gonna do this hugely heroic thing and then all of a sudden just kind of take that away from him? This is his moment. This is his moment, and Rose comes in, does her thing, and ruins it. It also just ruins his character in the next movie. Finn and Rose do nothing in the next movie, and I think that's specifically because of this moment, because they realized, uh-oh, we messed up. Why even include them in the next movie to do anything? So let's just make them side characters this time. These actors are talented people. They were just given the wrong cards by the director and the writers. This isn't their fault, and they pay for it drastically in the next movie. I think it's extremely stupid that they even decided to even bait us into thinking that Finn would actually do this. It's really sad to see. Don't get me wrong, The Last Jedi has a lot of problems, but this is the one thing that really caught me off guard. It's the one thing that made me really think that this movie might not be it when I first initially liked it. I think Star Wars is a fine franchise as it is. I have stopped watching the stuff because I seriously just do not care anymore. This is probably the only time I'm going to be talking about Star Wars on this channel. Unless this video gets a lot of support, then I'll break some more stuff down. But, you know, to be completely honest, with my track record with a couple other videos, I'm pretty sure that this is probably going to hit 100, maybe 150 views at most. Thank you everybody for watching. I'm Enchanted.